Bam! The late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel, to the new video. Right now we're doing XRP up 0.08%. But we actually broke some important support, so we're gonna look what's gonna actually happen and stuff like that. That said, let's get into the charts and see what's actually happening. And before we start, there is a Bitcoin video I just made like 10 minutes ago. You should probably watch that because everything depends on Bitcoin, and there is no notifications on Bitcoin videos. So if you want to get notifications for Bitcoin videos, you gotta join our Telegram group. Link down in the description. That's it. Let's go and see what's actually happening with the XRP. So XRP, this was yesterday's candle. This is these are daily candles. Yesterday's candle we went all the way back down to around what's that, 1.05. Unfortunately, this support up here that was creating, we actually broke that support, and you can see today we have been ranging both up and down, but we are still below the support. So if the bearish thing would be if we close below the support today. That said, nothing is yet done, but we just did Bitcoin video. We know that Bitcoin short term is kind of looking kind of bearish, so it might kind of drop. So if we look at Bitcoin and look at what Bitcoin might do, then we might anticipate what XRP is gonna do, because they are all correlated. And that said, so today we're gonna look for some kind of supports. So if Bitcoin actually start dropping and this start dropping, we should actually be looking for this level down here. That's at 1.01. That's the next support, and after that we got this very important level down here at 0.91 or something like that. Will we actually get to these levels? Will we even go lower than that? I don't think we can. We will go lower than that because on the weekly chart there is nothing. It's at 0.6. And on daily, there's just empty space between 0.6 and 0.9. So I think 0.9 that might actually hold. If we pop some moving averages, we can see that we have a support at 0.84. That's the only thing I got right now. 0.8. That's the kind of lowest I think XRP might go if it decides to go that low, because of the 50 moving average on the daily, and the weekly we have the 10 moving average all the way down here. But I think this can only happen if we can wick down. So the wick can go maybe there, and but I think the bounce will be pretty quick if that happens. But on the where we might stop, I think maybe reasonable is to think lowest is around 0.84. Of course, it can always go lower, like you buy the dip and then it dips and it dips, you know. That said, right now we're gonna go and zoom into the 4-hourly chart and see what's actually happening in the 4-hourly. And you can see that on the 4-hourly chart it is actually getting support on this 200 moving average, but it's still bearish on the 4-hourly chart. XRP chart looks exactly like Bitcoin, like many other altcoins. We got this, let's clear up everything. We got this 20 moving average, this red line over here going right. I can just do it like this. We got this red line going over here, right? And you can see here that we have been rejecting the red line. Even when we broke above it here, we got rejected. We got rejected over here. So a lot of time we've been rejecting by 20 moving average on the 4-hourly chart. So until we are above the 20 moving average on the 4-hourly, I wouldn't consider anything bullish, especially Bitcoin and stuff like that. So right now we are actually playing with this 10 moving average. That's the white line. We are playing with the 10 moving average, but we got rejected on 10 moving average over here. Sorry, we got rejected on the 10 moving average over here. We tried to break it over here, and now we are also kind of sitting below it and looking what's actually going to happen. But if Bitcoin continues to go down, it's probable to say that we won't actually be breaking it. That said, let's try to draw some very nice lines over here. So I would say that this line and the line down here have a lot of impact on the price. So there's some kind of triangle going on here, right over here, descending triangle. So what's going to happen here, it depends. And this descending triangle in a downtrend, it's a big downtrend, and we got into the descending triangle. So it's not actually any kind of bullish pattern. It should have more probability to fall on the downside than on the upside, but we'll see. That said, let's pop some moving averages onto the triangle, and we can see here that we are being pushed by the 10 moving average towards this support line down here. If the support lines break, that's gonna be the critical moment. And if the support lines break, this on the 4-hourly chart, 1-hourly chart goes the same. It's a little bit lower than that. But if the 4-hourly chart, I would think the 4-hourly chart, if the 4-hourly chart breaks and closes below 1.02, where this line is right now laying, if it goes below this, we can expect some lower levels. And then we got these levels that we just identified, especially this one over here is very important. First of all, that's this line is actually all the way down here. Let me see how this looks on the 4-hourly chart. Yeah, it's in ballpark area. So either 1.02 or 1.017. Let's say they both break. Let's give it a good nice margin and say 1.017 has to break on the day, because that's the lower support here. And now that said, the target, the support after that should be at around 0.91, and that's actually the one we are actually looking at. Because on the moving averages, the 50 is all the way down on the daily, and the 4-hourly, we are breaking the 200 moving average once we start breaking this 1.017. So probability is very high that we're gonna hit 0.91. That's what, at least what I'm looking at. That's like only 10% down. You don't have to be only 10% down. You know? I mean, that can be a lot, you know, and it you know. But the way I see it, and if you watch my Bitcoin video right now, you can see that although we are short-term bearish on Bitcoin, Bitcoin is actually creating some kind of bottom. It's getting very, very close to bottom, and it will reverse soon. So this might actually be some kind of last dump before the actual reversal. That said, you can see what happened here. It went all the way down to the 50 moving average and just got bought back up. So I think there is a lot of bullishness in right now in XRP, but as long as Bitcoin is bleeding, everything is gonna bleed with Bitcoin, of course. That said, let's clear up the and look at what I'm looking at on the right now to be bullish. So that's what everybody want to know, what's gonna take for us to be bullish, and that's this 20 moving average on the 4-hourly chart. At least 20 moving average, that's gonna be a very good start. And this line over here, so this diagonal line has been acting as a resistance for a very long time, right? You cannot break it. You have to break the 20 and the line as well, and then close here on this side of the line. And once you do that, then you having some kind of sideways moves or even upward moves. But the thing is, you are breaking this downward trend, because this is a trend. Trend is your friend. If you want to trade the trend, you trade the trend. You can take chances on the upright, but that's risky, because the trend is your friend, and right now I don't know how much of the friend is your trend, but we are getting some very low levels, and to get bullish we have to break the 20 moving average and this diagonal line. Let's see how that looks on the daily chart. Yeah, you can see the daily chart, this 10 moving average is getting to us. So on the daily chart we will probably want to get above the 10 moving average and stuff like that. That said, I don't know how good of a good or bad day is gonna be today. We are looking to break on the downside. If Bitcoin continues doing what Bitcoin looks like it's gonna continue doing, I don't want to be bearish, because I'm actually very bullish on XRP. If you've been following my pattern and stuff like that, I'm saying that this is an uptrend, but we are going through some daily consolidation, and Bitcoin is falling, so it's pulling everything with it, because Bitcoin is going through a big consolidation and stuff like that. But XRP is fine. I'm gonna continue doing XRP videos, so subscribe to the channel to get all the updates, because you can be sure once we get there, it'll be it's good. XRP going up. Nice. Check out the links below for the Telegram group. A bunch of nice people over there chatting about all the altcoins. You know, they're watching the 5-minute charts, panicking a lot. Thanks for watching, guys. See you around. Bye bye.